certainly do hope that is a hit for them this time around. It's an excellent song from the Kevin McDermott Orchestra. It's called Wheels of Wonder, and it's a featured record all this week on Radio Luxemburg, the mighty 1440, where it is now your chance to win an acre of tropical rainforest in Belize, which is a tiny country about the size of Wales. It's still got 95% of its own tropical rainforest. And the project for Belize, started by Dr. David Bellamy and Dr. David Attenborough, is a project whereby they figure that if you own a large part of the rainforest, then you can possibly save it. The only way to own it is to save it. And we have got 50 acres of tropical rainforest in Belize to give away. If you'd like to get some, then all you have to do is give us a ring on 0898 600 208 and tell us exactly why you would like to own an acre of tropical rainforest in Belize. Remember that if you're not part of the solution, then you're part of the problem. So if you'd like to do something for the environment of the world, then do give us a ring right now on 0898 600 208. Tell us why you'd like to win an acre of tropical rainforest along with your name and address, and you can possibly do just that. Once again, the number is 0898 600 208. And right now it's back to tonight's classic LP from Slade. The name of the LP is also Slade, and this is an old Janis Joplin song that they've covered on it called Move Over.
You say that it's over, baby. You say that it's over now. And still you hang around. Now come on, won't you move over? You know that I need a woman. You know that I need a woman. But when I ask you to, you just tell me that maybe you can. Please don't you do it to me, babe. Please don't you do it to me. Take this love that I offer, honey, let me be. Make up your mind, you're playing with me. Make up your mind, you're playing with me. Let me be a lover, baby. Let me, honey, let me be. Make up your mind, you're playing with me. Make up your mind, you're playing with me. Let me be a lover, baby. Let me, honey, let me be. No, no, no. No, no, no. You say that it's over, baby. You say that it's over now. Still you hang around. Now come on, move over. You know that I need a woman. You know that I need a woman. When I ask you to, you just tell me maybe you can. Oh, please don't you do it to me, baby. Please don't you do it to me. Take this love I offer, honey, let me be. I ain't quite ready for walking. I ain't quite ready for walking. I want you to hold me alive. Move over, baby. I'll make up your mind. You're playing with me.
Oh, poor old Naughty Holder certainly does have a hard time staying in key on that song, doesn't he? Especially when it goes from the slow bit to the fast bit. He just loses it. Nonetheless, it is a kind of fun version of Janis Joplin's classic song, Move Over, from tonight's classic LP, Slade from Slade. We've got something else from that coming up in the next hour.
Attack, front to back, in this thing called rap. Thinking like a double rhyme double on a heavenly level. Bang the bass, turn up the treble. Flash on my day and night all the time. 714, wise, divine. Maniac, radiac, winning the game. I'm the lyrical Jesse James. Attack, and you don't want that. I've got the power.
Snap with a song called Power. And right now we would like to say a happy birthday to the late great bluesman McKinley Morganfield, better known as Muddy Waters. Blues guitarist, harmonica player, singer, and leading exponent of the Mississippi Delta Blues. When he went electric, his songs and guitar licks influenced a host of British R&B groups of the 1960s, including the Rolling Stones, who took their name from one of his songs, Rollin' Stone. A man of great dignity, he continued performing up until 1982, a year before his death. He was born 75 years ago in Rolling Fork, Mississippi, and died April 30th, 1983 in Chicago, Illinois, of a heart attack. Right now we have got two brilliant songs from the late, great Muddy Waters, starting off with Mannish Boy.
Now, when I was a young boy, at the age of 5, my mother said I was gonna be the greatest man alive. But now I'm a man, past 21. I want you to believe me, baby. I have lots of fun. I'm a man. I spell him H-I-N. That rubber band man. No B. Oh, child. Why? That mean manish boy. I'm a man. I'm a full-grown man. I'm a man. I'm a natural-born lover's man. I'm a man. I'm a rolling stone. I'm a man. I'm a hoochie coochie man. Sitting on the outside. Just me and my mate. You know I made the moon, honey. Come up 2 hours late. Wasn't that a man? I spell him H-I-N. That rubber band man. No B. Whoa, child. Why? That mean manish boy. Man. I'm a full-grown man. Man. I'm a natural-born lover's man. Man. I'm a rolling stone. Man, child. I'm a hoochie coochie man. The lion I shoot and will never miss. When I make love to a woman, she can't resist. I think I go down to old Kansas stew. I'm gonna bring back my second cousin. That's little John the Conqueror. All you little girls sitting out that line. I can make love to you, woman, in 5 minutes time. Ain't that a man? That mean manish boy. Man, I'm a rolling stone. I'm a man child. I'm a hoochie coochie man. Well, 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 well. Hey. Hurry. 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 The gypsy woman told my mother before I was born, you got a boy child coming. Gonna be a son of a gun. He gonna make pretty women jump and shout. Then the world wanna know what this all about. But you know I'm here. Everybody knows I'm here. Wait on that hoochie coochie man. Everybody knows I'm here. I got a black cat bone. I got a mojo too. I got the John the Conqueror. I'm gonna mess with you. I'm gonna make you girls leave me by my hand. Then the world will know that I'm that hoochie coochie man. But you know I'm here. Everybody knows I'm here. Wait on that 7 hours, only 7 days, only 7 months. The 7th doctor said he was born for good luck, and that you see, I got $700, and don't you mess with me, but you know I'm here. Everybody knows I'm here. Wait a minute, hoochie coochie boys. The whole round world know we here.
Two amazing songs there from the legend Muddy Waters. And of course, as legends usually do, he was an influence on a whole host of people, especially those 1960s blues-based bands, such as the Rolling Stones, but also people whose music really doesn't have an awful lot to do with the blues, like David Bowie, who named his first band Mannish Boys, after the song that we heard before, Hoochie Coochie Man, and the band as well, who had Muddy Waters do a guest appearance for their last waltz farewell performance. Absolutely amazing stuff there from an amazing kind of guy. You gotta have a bit of the blues once in a while. And one of the things it mentioned in that song was a mojo. Now, I know there's another old blues song called I Got My Mojo Working, but it just won't work on you. And I've got no idea what a mojo is. I don't think it's actually anything anatomical, nothing quite so puerile as that. I suspect it's some kind of magic. I don't really know. If you have any clue about what a mojo is, if you're some kind of a blues enthusiast, then give me a ring on 010-352-1381. as much as dueling banjos was a one banjo and one guitar sort of imitating one another in turns, then I think we can probably call that song Dueling Saxophones. Follows the same idea. Nice little cross as well between sexy and ambient. David A. Stewart and Candy Dulfer with Lily Was Here. Tonight's weather, cold, clear, and crisp with widespread frost, snow showers in Scotland and in the east. Tomorrow, wintry showers along the east coast, sunny spells elsewhere with the occasional spot of sleet or snow.
How could it ever come to pass?
Wants to Be the Disco King from the Wonder Stuff. That's a track from my featured LP of the week, Project 2378, which is a compilation of indie and alternative music. Right now it's nearly 2 o'clock. Time for a look at the main points of the news with Jody Scott reporting. A prisoner on remand at Strangeways Jail has died in hospital after being injured during Sunday's riot. Manchester-born Derek White had been in intensive care with head wounds. He's the first known victim of the riot. Just 39 hardcore prisoners are still holding out in parts of A and B wings. Several prison officers and some prisoners were injured in clashes this afternoon. Meanwhile, at Long Lartin Prison near Evesham, 33 prisoners have given themselves up. They'd barricaded themselves in following a failed escape bid. No one was hurt. 20 local councils have had their poll tax rate charge capped. The government announcement affects only non-conservative councils, which will now have to cut both spending and their poll tax charge. And finally, the leader of a gang which smuggled cannabis into Britain hidden in sausage skins has been jailed for 10 years. Etienne Hove and his number 2, David Sanctuary, were both sentenced at Southwark Crown Court. The resin smuggled in had a street value of £9 million. And that's it, as edited in our London newsroom. This has been Radio Luxembourg Headline News. Our next news service will be with you tomorrow.
208 Luxembourg.
Jody Scott, the lady-o on the radio. You gotta be kidding.
We
so broken all too soon. We never learned hurt together, hurt alone. Don't you sometimes wish your heart was a heart of stone? We turn the wheel and break the chain. Put steel to steel, laugh at pain. We're dreamers in castles made of sand. The road to Eden's overgrown. Don't you sometimes wish your heart was made of stone? Look at the headlines, big crowd at the crazy house. Long queue for the Joker's shoes. 10 rounds in the ring with love. Do you lose and win? Or win and lose? Sweet rain like mercy in the night. Take me down, wash away the sorrow. Caress my soul and set it right. Take me down, show me your tomorrow. Summer tears, winter and the moments grow. Don't you sometimes wish your heart was made of stone? Mercy, mercy, wish your heart was a heart of stone. Get the picture, no room for the innocent. Peak season in lonely town. Not out of the ring, my love. Are you down and up? Or up and down? I ask the river for a sign. A dream we go on together. How long is love supposed to shine? A dream that goes on forever. But you and I, we hurt together, hurt alone. Don't you sometimes wish your heart was a heart of stone? Mercy, mercy, wish your heart was a heart of stone. You'll be represented. Don't you sometimes wish your heart was made of stone?
Cher's Heart of Stone. That's a power play all this week on Radio Luxembourg, planet Earth's biggest and best commercial radio station. My name's Jody Scott, here for one more hour till 3 a.m. Good morning, darling.
Fly, boss, walk, jam, nitty gritty. You're listening to the boy from the big bad city. This is Jam Hot. This is Jam Hot.